The historic old city in St. Augustine, Florida. They've got everything here. Restaurants, shopping, and it looks like they even have a chapel if you're interested in marriage. Today I decided to drive down to St. Augustine, Florida. So the nickname for this place is the Ancient City, and it is the historic district located here in Central Florida. For those that don't know, St. Augustine is kind of in the middle of Daytona Beach and Jacksonville, Florida, and it is an absolutely beautiful historic town. If you grew up in America, you've probably heard of the Pilgrims landing on Plymouth Rock, and most people assume that that's kind of the first settlers coming to America, and that happened in 1620, whereas St. Augustine, Florida was actually established way back almost 60 years earlier in 1565 by Spanish Admiral Pedro Menendez de Aviles, and I apologize if I'm screwing up that name. He also went on to be Florida's first governor. As you can see from the video footage, this is an amazing, picturesque town. Probably one of the most beautiful towns in all of Florida. And there's a lot of things you can do here. There's quite a few museums. There's a lot of tourist attractions like the Pirates Museum and the Wax Museum. They have a medieval torture museum, all kinds of silly tourist attractions, the old schoolhouse. They've got a lot of beautiful boutique shopping stores. So if you're into shopping, this place has a lot to offer. And you know, I'm a foodie. I love to eat and experience all types of restaurants, and I've been to some of the most famous cities in the world when it comes to great restaurants, whether you're talking about New York City or San Francisco, or if you're into Tex-Mex food, El Paso or Houston, even some of the amazing cities in Europe. And you would be hard-pressed to find a better collection of restaurants than what's available here in St. Augustine. There's so many great restaurants here in such a small proximity. It's definitely among the world's best when it comes to the food options, by far. One of the interesting facets that I found when I was visiting St. Augustine is a lot of these historic buildings have been kind of retrofitted to feature enclosed shopping malls, at least on a smaller scale. This historic district is thriving. It's definitely benefiting from a lot of tourism compared to some of the other historic shopping districts that I've been to. This is the largest one that I've seen so far. I feel like this compares very favorably to Crystal River, which was probably the nicest shopping district that I've been to so far. And when you see this video footage and compare it to the historic shops of Dunellen, you realize just how much of a failure that particular location is. So what's my bottom line for the historic district in St. Augustine? This is the best of its type, by far. If you're looking for good shopping, great restaurants, lots of fun little tourist attractions, all closely spaced together, this is a win-win type of situation. I would highly recommend you pay them a visit. There's so many things to do here. There's probably something for everyone. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like and subscribe.